This is Mumbai in 1853. At Bori Bandar stood a strange new machine, a steam locomotive of the Great Indian Peninsula Railway. 400 invited guests filled 14 wooden carriages. 3 engines, Sahib, Sindh and Sultan, prepared to pull the train. At 3:35 in the afternoon, a 21-gun salute echoed across the harbour, and the first railway in India began its journey. 34 kilometers, Bombay to Thane. But this train was not built for spectacle alone. Trade was expanding. Commerce was accelerating. Yet the wealth of Western India lay far inland. Cotton from the Deccan Plateau, from Berar, Khandesh and Gujarat still travelled for weeks by bullock cart and pack animal before reaching the port of Bombay. Merchants needed a faster solution: railways. The Great Indian Peninsula Railway began pushing tracks inland. Bombay reached Kalyan in 1854 and soon the line climbed further towards Nashik through the Thal Ghat and towards Pune across the Bhor Ghat, linking Bombay directly to the cotton fields of the Deccan. Then, in 1861, the American Civil War erupted. The southern United States, Britain's main cotton supplier, was suddenly cut off. Lancashire's mills faced a crisis. They needed cotton. India became the answer. Cotton began pouring into Bombay from the Deccan hinterland, carried faster than ever before by rail. Exports surged. Prices soared. Merchants made fortunes in what became known as the Bombay cotton boom. But a new question emerged. If cotton was already arriving in Bombay, why send it to Britain to be turned into cloth? Why not manufacture it here? Kuwasji Nana Bhoi Dawar founded Bombay's first textile mill, the Bombay Spinning and Weaving Company at Tardeo. Its success proved that industry could thrive in the city. Soon, mills multiplied. Tall chimneys rose across Parel, Lalbagh and Bhaikla. Workers arrived from villages across the Deccan and Konkan, drawn by factory wages. Entire neighborhoods formed around the mills. The district came to be known as Girangaon, the village of mills. As the workforce grew and the city expanded, people began living farther from where they worked. Short-distance passenger services began linking nearby settlements, Bhaikla, Dadar, Kurla and Thane. Over time, these routes evolved into the Bombay Suburban Railway, today's local trains. Bombay was no longer just a port. The railways had changed everything. Cotton built fortunes, mills reshaped the skyline, and Bombay was rising toward a new title, Urbs Prima in Indies, the first city of India.